Hi everyone, let's take a look at the latest LEGO Star Wars magazine. So this is issue 91, selling for £4.50 in the UK. And this magazine comes with a sort of a gift of purchase, a minifigure, which is the Luke Skywalker in its Hoth outfit. So a very collectible minifigure, not exactly the most difficult minifigure to get. So you can get it in, I think, an £18 or $20 set that has probably retired. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's not a difficult thing to get, but probably the cheapest way to get it if you are only interested in the minifigure rather than the sets, as these sort of magazine gifts tends to do. You know, they give you an opportunity to get something out of a set when you don't want the set. So but let's go ahead and take a look at the magazine itself, because I do think Star Wars magazines are pretty interesting for the most part. More interesting than, you know, the city themed or even the Ninjago themed magazines, because you're really getting some you know, licensed sort of characters and of course some completely made up stories. But you know, on the first page, LEGO is advertising the latest LEGO Friends lineup, because LEGO Friends is doing a reboot. I'm personally very interested in that, but probably not too much to most of the audience here. But anyways, pretty exciting stuff. 8 new characters, very diverse cast for sure. But yeah, let's take a look at the Star Wars stuff. So as always, we have some comics, some posters, some fun games for kids, so maybe not too much for the adults or even the teenagers here. So yeah, let's take a look. As always, these comics are not going to be perhaps canonically correct. Maybe they're compatible, but I'm sure they're completely made up, or at least the writers do take a lot of creative freedom. So this is called Competition Forever. I'm seeing some minifigures that I haven't seen in actual forms, like this one. I'm not sure if I've seen it in any Star Wars sets before, so that's pretty interesting. And then yeah, there's some nice ships as well. You know, the Millennium Falcon, obviously, the Y-Wing, and yeah, some TIE fighters as well. So yeah, pretty good stuff. So you want to pause, you can you want to read it more carefully, you can pause the video. But yeah, to me personally, I'm not particularly invested in the Star Wars, the whole Star Wars genre anyway, but it's nice to see the graphics. You know, personally, I'm more interested in LEGO Star Wars than Star Wars itself, but you know, I'm sure you can be both. So Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, pretty nice stuff. Some TIE fighter pilots. And then we comes to the posters. So on one side we have the Luke Skywalker with the Red 5 helmet, I think. Or maybe it's just a Rebel helmet in general, I don't know. But then yeah, this poster interests me a little bit more. Darth Vader, very nice color scheme. So yeah. And then of course there's some, you know, sort of advertisement for the existing LEGO sets, like the ObiWan Starfighter. So this comes with a very nice minifigure. This is Ton Wee. So yeah, this is very desirable. I mean, the ship itself is also pretty good as well, but I think most people are getting it mainly for the alien minifigure. And then we have the Republic Fights tank, which comes with the Mace Windu, which is probably one of the best rendition of Mace Windu in LEGO form that LEGO has ever done. and then some nice clone troopers. So it's pretty good set as well, and the price never goes down for this one. In fact, it went up over the summer holidays. So yeah, tough luck. I also bought this at full price. And then we also have the ATTE. So this comes with the Phase 2 Commander Cody, as you can see. And again, it rarely goes down in price. It does go down in price in the UK at some point. Maybe 10-20% off most of the time. But yeah, never more than that, because this is such a popular set. And I do think this is a quality set as well in and of itself, beside having obviously Commander Cody, which a lot of people would say is disappointing as a minifigure, but nonetheless they still want them as a Lego rendition of the character himself. So yeah, but overall I think the ATTE itself is worth buying. So there's that, and then you have some fun activities. But these are made for kids, honestly. I mean, I personally could not be bothered, but there you go. Some more fun games, activities. And then obviously you have the protagonist for this magazine, which is the Hoth version of Luke Skywalker. And then he has a dedicated comic about his adventure at the Wampa Cave, or near the Wampa Cave, with these snow beasts. And then this is pretty funny with the snowman, snow woman version of Princess Leia. And then some of these snow beasts. So yeah, pretty neat stuff. Oops, I think I've missed another page. Yeah, but these are just advertisement in the Ninjago magazine. I think it's pretty interesting because they use plenty of opportunity to advertise for other themes. I think that's because they recognize that Lego Star Wars is probably the most popular theme in Lego, so they kind of want to draw some of the audience to the other themes as well, particularly the their own original IPs. And then there are some activities that can sort of win you some of these Lego sets. So yeah, pretty fun. So they actually ask you, how do you like the toys from past issues of the magazine? To me, the answer is pretty simple. Anything that is not minifigure would be the third option, not a fan. And then anything with a minifigure would be pretty awesome. At least an okay would be fine. Yeah. Honestly, I want them to do more of these minifigures rather than the sort of the micro builds. We've had a lot of those in those advent calendar sets, so we don't really need more of these. That's my opinion anyway. And then we have the next issue, which is coming with an absolutely amazing minifigure in Bo-Katan. I actually do appreciate the fact that Lego is doing this, offering people, particularly kids, the opportunity to get these very desirable minifigures for cheap. Not such a great news for resellers, for Lego investors, because a lot of those sets are going to go down in value because their minifigures are available in a magazine. Maybe it's not the case in the US or Canada, where the magazines are not widely available, but I think in Europe, at least the Mandalorian Starfighter is probably not going to be as expensive. It's as retired, so normally it would go up in value, but now that Bo-Katan as well as the sort of the Mandalorian loyalists are available in magazine packs, then they're probably not going to be, the set itself is not going to be nearly as valuable in future markets. So too bad for people who care about that stuff, but I think as a general Lego fan, you always like to see these minifigures available through less costly channels, let's say. So at the back of the magazine, we have the door hangers. So there are two sides, obviously. So on one side, you have the Mandalorian, one of those clone troopers. And then on the other side, we have the Mandalorian, as well as Darth Vader. So there you go. All of these are kids stuff because obviously the magazine itself is targeted towards kids, not me. But at least we get a very nice sort of Luke Skywalker in his Hoth outfit, which is not something that I've got before. So very nice for people who are in the same situation. But in any case, if you want a second copy of the minifigure, or you're just interested in the magazine in general, this is to satisfy a lot of people. I'm pretty sure. So if you happen to be in Europe for whatever reason, whether you're living there or traveling, this will be a good pickup. You can find it in pretty much any supermarket or convenience stores. So that's all I have to say about this magazine. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you again very soon.